Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the serenity of Back Creek Valley and the vibrant and verdant eastern panhandle of West by God, Virginia. Today I'd like to discuss with you an important concept that I reference frequently as the foundational idea of my philosophy of government. A number of my friends have questioned my intent in the use of the concept. I intend to answer those questions, and I look forward to the ensuing discussion. Individual natural rights names that set of authorities characteristic to each individual human being based solely upon your existence as an individual human being. Those authorities devolve directly from the sovereignty of the individual human being, inherent to that individual human being by dint of your existence, your being, your humanity, and your individuality. In effect, as an individual human being, you own yourself. Because you own yourself, you have authority over yourself as well as responsibilities for yourself. Those authorities are commonly known as rights, and those responsibilities are not so commonly known as duties. Duty seems an archaic and underused term today, just as right has become overused and imbued with exotic meaning. Basically, a right is what you have the authority to do with and to the only person you own, yourself. And a duty is what you must do to maintain that right, that authority over yourself. That authority over yourself is also known as liberty, and as George Bernard Shaw said, liberty means responsibility. That is why most men dread it. For example, you have a right to life. No other person has the right, the authority, to infringe upon your right to life, to interfere in how you maintain your life, how you invest the time in your life, where or with whom you spend your life. You have the right to spend those days as you will. In order to exercise that right to life, you will find it necessary to accomplish certain duties. You must maintain and protect your life. You must protect yourself from the elements, and you must eat. You must also protect your life, avoid illness or injury as necessary. If you accomplish your duties, your right to life should be secure. In addition to rights and duties, certain morals, ethics, and expectations appertain to our lives, situations, and activities. Morals are internal to each person and reflect the system of beliefs that guide your discernment of right and wrong. Any number of people might share your general moral code. Ethics describe a set of generally accepted behaviors derived from a generally shared moral code. Expectations develop based upon the your understanding, whether accurate, valid, and informed or not, of the world and the way it works, of the people with whom you associate, and of yourself and your capabilities and virtues. In postmodern American cultural discourse, rights, duties, morals, ethics, and expectations have each been conflated with the other. For example, consider a man who believes that his right to life indicates that someone else is duty-bound to maintain and protect his life. That man will soon demand that the other person accomplish his duty and so feed and protect him. That man is conflating a false expectation based upon his inaccurate, invalid, and ill-informed understanding of the world and the way it works, of the people with whom he associates, and of himself and his capabilities and virtues. He has conflated the ethics of Western society based upon Judeo-Christian morals with a duty rising from his personal right to life. While Western society, as informed by the teachings and experience of Judeo-Christianity, does uphold the virtue of lending your neighbor a hand, it also recognizes as foundational the duty of a man to maintain his own life. Your rights derive from the fact that you own yourself. That fact burdens you with responsibilities for that which you own, namely, yourself. If someone else assumes those responsibilities, that person also assumes the relevant authority. If you want to be free, if you want to own yourself, you must accept responsibility for yourself. This maxim applies to each of our natural rights. The Declaration of Independence states, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed." This is where government derives its purpose and its power. Governments are instituted among men to secure these certain unalienable rights, among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Government exists for no reason other than to secure the individual natural rights of the citizens, each of whom is equally endowed with those unalienable rights and their attendant responsibilities. Government derives its power from that purpose. and the execution of that purpose is the only just exercise of those powers. The exercise of those powers for any reason other than to accomplish the purpose of securing the unalienable natural rights of each individual citizen is unjust, unsanctioned, and invalidates the authority of the government. I realize that I've merely laid the foundation for a broader discussion, but I will address your questions as soon and as effectively as I can. Thank you for taking the time to engage with me. Have a great day. Montani, Semper, Liberi.